Ford Public Library. Welcome to Kids in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make turkey cookies. So let's get started. We're going to use a cookie mix, a sugar cookie mix. You could make your own sugar cookies. I did put a recipe on the site, or you could buy a packaged mix and that'll work just fine too. And to that we're going to add an egg and butter. So let's start making our cookie mix. I'm going to dump it in here, and I'm following the package directions, and it says to add 1 egg and a stick of butter. A stick of butter is 8 tablespoons. Alrighty. And your butter should be at room temperature, soft, so it's easy to mix. And 1 egg, and my egg is at room temperature also. Oops. Now I'm going to make these cookies a little bit bigger. You can make 2 different sizes. I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger because we're going to decorate them. So we want them to be yay big so that we have room. So we're just going to mix this up really well. Now you can see a little bit better. Stir it, and you want to get everything, all the cookie mix, all the flour and sugar that's in the mix, stirred up really well. Now I'm going to do drop cookies. If you wanted to though, you could use a cookie cutter and just do round circles and follow the recipe on the package to make cutout cookies. Cutout cookies means that you'd roll them with a rolling pin before you cut out your circles. Our circles are going to be the turkey. All right, it's getting there. And I'm going to use a cookie scoop, which is like this. There's different sizes. Mine's like I'd say a tablespoon size. That was my oven preheating. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to bake these cookies because we're making larger ones for 8 to 10 minutes. So you just want to keep checking. Almost. Okay, our dough is ready, and I find that we need a bit more dough than usual to make these cookies big enough. So I'm using a cookie scoop. I like to take a couple of scoops of cookie dough, try to make them into a big ball, put them on your cookie sheet, and then use a plate and a glass. Put a little bit of flour on a plate. Dip your bottom of your glass in flour and then push down so it kind of squishes it. Come on off. That way when they bake, they'll get big enough that you'll have more room to decorate. So you can squish them down, probably 1/2 inch maybe. They're going to be bigger cookies. That way you'll have more to decorate on. You'll have a bigger surface. Now, if you wanted smaller cookies, you certainly could make smaller cookies. You just would have less room and less frosting and less room to put your other decorations on. There we go. So I'm going to fill my cookie sheet up, and then I'm going to bake it for 8 to 10 minutes. You may have to look. You may want to make sure they're getting brown, a little bit brown, before you pull them out of the oven. And then you're going to want to let them totally cool before you start decorating. So I'll bake them, and I'll see you back here in 8 to 10 minutes. Like I said, check. It may take a little bit longer than that, just till they're light brown. I'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Our cookies are baked. So I used 2 tablespoons, which made them bigger. Make sure you let your cookies totally cool before you try to decorate them. Now, I made a buttercream frosting just a few minutes ago. You could also use a canned frosting. If you choose to make a buttercream frosting, all it is you can find it very easily, the recipe. It's just powdered sugar, butter, some vanilla, and a little milk. That's it. So I'm going to take some of this white frosting and put it in a dish because I would like to color it orange. And in order to do that, I did pre-do some, but you put in 2 drops of yellow food coloring and 1 drop of red, and then you will have orange. All right, so let's mix it up because yellow and red make orange. Now I think I want this a little bit darker, so I'm going to add 2 more drops of yellow and 1 drop of red food coloring. And then I'll get it a little bit brighter. There we go, I like that better. So after I have my frosting colored, what I like to do is I like to put it in a Ziploc bag because I can just squeeze it out as I need it, and when I'm all done, I can just throw the bag away. So I put it in the bag, I use my scissors and I cut off just the tip, and then it'll easily come out. Alrighty, now that our frosting is finished, I thought you might want to look and see what one of our turkey cookies are going to look like. So how we're going to start is we're going to put our candy corn on. I have little peanut butter cups. I have candy corn. I have eyes. And I have M&Ms that I've cut in half. Orange M&Ms. So to start, pull it up here a little bit. We're going to put our candy corn on first. And I put 6 candy corn. So I'm putting some frosting. Like I said, it's easiest if you put it in a little bag because then you have control over it. Get some candy corn. Stick it on. Just like that. You really can't do these wrong. And if you wanted to use like licorice or other things for the legs, you could. And when you put the little peanut butter cup on, I put the wider part on the top and the skinnier part on the bottom. Stick that on. Now you're going to want to let these really get hard so that they don't fall apart. Here's my 2 eyes. I'm just dropping them on. And I need a mouth or a beak. Here's just a half of a M&M. And then I'm going to put my legs on. Can't really do it wrong. Look at that. One's as nice as the other. I hope you had a good time making these cookies. And I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.